This is your handover video on the Swift Sprite Major 4FB. So starting from the front of the van where you have your Alco hitch head and stabiliser. Black handle gets lifted up, and for the tow bar to slot in like so. That handle goes down, stabiliser locks it into place. You'll know when it's in place because you'll get the green pin pop up like so, and locks the tow ball into place. You also have your breakaway cable fitted. You have your jockey wheel handbrake, jockey wheel handle, 13 pin plug which does your exterior lights as you'll see around the van, and also your 12 volts to the fridge if your car is wired up correctly. Also in your back you have your gas locker where you have your spare wheel located. You also have two spaces in there for two 6 kg propane gas bottles, bulkhead regulator, and obviously a slot there for your propane hose which feeds to your gas bottle. Then around the offside we have your Truma water in there. Filter slots into the aqua, lift up through trigger, slots into the so. Then we have your battery locker where you have your battery tray and battery strap which keep your battery, which keeps it in place. Then you have your 240 mains inlet and your power touch isolation switch. Then you have your 2 waste outlets. Then we have your filler cap for your toilet flush. Then we have your toilet cassette which you can take like so, slot back in. And as you can see all the lights, side lights are working on the side. Then you have your rear lights, you have your brakes, indicators, fog and reverse, side lights. Now inside the van. In the van, above your door, you have your main control panel where you press power. That turns the power on in the van. Well, obviously, but if that does not come on, you want to check your shutdown button here, which is your 12 volt shutdown button. So obviously, once pressed, it will turn all 12 volt power off in the van. But when turned on, you can turn this on. I recommend that you turn it off when you're not using the van, just to save any power drainage. Also down here we have your main RCD where you can, when you press trip, just make sure it's tripping correctly, and then your 3 MCBs. You also have your charge button here, so when that's turned on and you've got the mains plugged in, you press that, it will go LED green. Obviously that will charge your battery. Heating and hot water, that has to be on if you're using hot water or heating on electric. Then you have your 12 volt fuses. Obviously down here you've got your diagram what the MCBs are for and the 12 volt fuses. Also down here we have your drain off valve which needs to be facing down in the horizontal position until you're ready to drain. Once down you can press your water pump button like so. Then obviously open the taps, pump will start going. And you want to get all the air out of the water system until all 3 taps, so your kitchen, shower and the bathroom tap are all done as well, so all the air out of the system. Then your pump will be calibrated and will turn on and off when using the tap. And also on here you have view levels, and obviously your water pump button needs to be on. Then you have your leisure battery, and then obviously your vehicle battery when you've got a vehicle connected. Then you've got here your control panel, so you just press on like so or hold it. Then you've got your internal temperature which you can set from 0 to 30. Then you can have your water temperature on 40, 60 or boost. Then you've got your power supply, so gas, mix 1 and 2 and electric 1 and 2. So obviously mix is the mix between gas and electric 1 and 2, which is 1 and 2 kilowatt. Then you've got your fan here, there we go, which at the minute you've got nothing turned on heating wise, so you can just vent. But obviously when you choose your appliance, your source, sorry, it then gives you the option to have it on eco or boost. And obviously here you have your icon which is the mains point. Obviously it just indicates that you have got mains connected to the van. If that sign is not there, you would not be able to use it on electric. But obviously when using it on electric, needs to be that switch down there needs to be on. And to hold and to turn off, just push that, hold that in for a few seconds until the off is off the screen completely, because if it has been on for a while, the boiler needs to cool down, sorry. And obviously if you turn it off or turn the van off before that off time is gone, it can cause interference between the boiler and the control panel. Also behind me you have your Thetford fridge, so to turn on you just hold the power button like that for a so. Then you get 3 settings, you get gas, electric or 12 volt. Gas, obviously you need a gas bottle supplied, gas turned on, and all the valves which are located here need to be all turned on, which they will be. And obviously then your fridge will start to tick, and obviously when it's lit this here will say solid green. Then you have 12 volt, that only works when connected to the car if your car is wired up correctly, and obviously only maintains the temperature already in the fridge. If it fails, this will go red instead of green, like so. We're failing now because obviously we're not connected to the car. Then obviously mains, once you've got mains connected to the van, obviously that will work. It will connect to the mains and obviously begin to work off mains. Then to turn off, just hold the power button like so. Then here we have your Thetford cooker, where you have 3 gas rings on top, gas grill and gas oven. To turn on the rings, you just hold this button in like so while pressing the igniter. Same for the grill and same for the oven. As you can see, all three rings are working, grill and the oven. And to turn off, just grab them in the centre position or the off position, and obviously wait for everything to cool down before you close the lids and the hob. Towards the back, well, in your bathroom, sorry, you have your Thetford flush. When ready to flush, press and hold the button, obviously until you've put enough fluid in there, obviously to wash all the stuff away. Then below me here we have your little handle, which if you push it away from you then back, it opens the flap at the bottom, which empties it into a cassette, which can then be taken out and emptied and slotted back in. Also on the vent, around the van, you have obviously the vents, which obviously blow out the hot air from the boiler. Before we demonstrate the motor mover, you have your winterization sheet. Obviously now it's summer, you won't have to worry about that, but when it comes to winter time, you'll need to winterize your van. And it shows you here because obviously to prevent any frost damage, which as it states isn't part of our company warranty. Here we have obviously what does include, at the bottom what we don't, and obviously explains right at the bottom that it is a back to base warranty and the van has to come back to base to have any warranty work or repair done. Now for the motor mover. On the caravan you have a Power Touch Evolution mover. So first you're going to get your bar and engage the motor to the wheel by pushing the bar from this side to that side. You want to get as much leverage as possible. Once it's engaged, you can release your handbrake, then put the key in the switch and turn it clockwise. And on the handset, I'll hold these 2 buttons together, and once the green light shows, you'll be connected to the box, and then you can go forward, backwards, front to me, and obviously where the arrows are pointed to, the van will go. And once finished, apply the handbrake, turn the handset off, and turn the switch off, then get the bar and disengage the motor from the wheel, like so. For any further information, please refer back to your book pack.